If you would search for vocal consistency in K-pop and vocabulary, a massive picture of NMIXX would pop out because them delivering a highlight a cappella medley with every album is a blessing. And I'm so excited to look at it today because I've been waiting for a couple of weeks. I've been ready for this comeback. And I hope that this little highlight medley, outside of delivering an incredible vocals, is also kind of gonna motivate those that haven't heard the album yet to go and listen to it. Again, NMIXX, an incredibly consistent vocal band, so if you are searching for some goodness, definitely check them out. And we're gonna go through that album now together. Let's have fun. This is the title song. Let me also know if you would want me to look at other releases from this album. I'm excited to see them. So let me know which, where, how. We might go even through the whole album if we would have time for that. But this is the title song. I already heard it. It's really, really good. I enjoy that so much. But that whoa, whoa, whoa is so gorgeously layered here. You can hear the darker undertones there. You can hear that midsection is almost belting because there's just a little bit of that spaciousness of the tone coming through, almost hinting to vibrato, but not quite literally there. And then the brightness of a top voice is just like really like giving that the shimmer. So pretty. That stay away, that little bit, you can hear that there's a little bit of a vibrato coming through. Stay away, just a tiny little bit. Title song, really freaking good. Sicker. Those short tones, they are very, very hard because you have to be extremely precise with the length of that tone. It needs to be super short, and it has to, they're almost like an outburst of energy. So need to be very clear, and it needs to be also very clean on the pitch. These kind of short outburst tones can move with your pitch and throw you off very, very easily. So the precision there is super important. I love her Friday. A little bit of that fry on the end of the sentence. Oh, so pretty. I like Sika so much. I hope that I haven't heard it as a final song. I only heard it through this a cappella yet, but I loved the R&B vibe in there. And I really have to say that her mixing a tiny bit of an air in to make it sound a little bit more R&B, and put in that little riff there. I'm gonna just replay the riff. It's so pretty. And again, I am so for, I know that like NMIXX is more into a pop sphere and they're just not scared of mixing and just matching pop rock into that, and like, but I would really love to have like a pure R&B era for them. Like a dark R&B would be, oh, chef's kiss. Red light sign, but we go. I actually love their voices together. I have to say that I've been kind of neglecting, I would say, Sulian a little bit when I was talking about the whole band, because it is really hard to focus on every single person with all the performances. There's always someone who's gonna kind of stand out a little bit more, and it depends on the variety of the performances, right? But I have to say that Sulian is kind of coming through for me so much more recently. She has such a gorgeous tonal quality, but she's singing so well with it. So very often, in many cases, you've got very bright and kind of like very sweet tonal qualities that are modulated into something that might not necessarily fit them very, very well. And it's just modulating a little too much. And she's taking what she has, which very often in K-pop is just so neglected, just taking what you have and just enhancing it very naturally, just giving it that little enhancement, that little openness. And that's what you work with. And Sulian has just gorgeous tone. I'm so happy that she's not doing anything extra with it, that she's not pushing it into nasal area, that she's not kind of modulating into like into overtly baby voice either. Just a very freaking pretty voice, and she has a lot of power with it. I've just finished a recording of girl groups that sing during their dance practices. There's going to be a whole video about it. Of course, NMIXX is part of that video, so please make sure that you're going to be ready for that one as well. So I have praised Sulian there so freaking much. I was so excited to see her in that position. She had such a power in her voice and so much stability. I was very, 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 very impressed. Okay, sorry. So when I heard them here together, I love how they will go into a little bit of an airy part. That's a clean tone. Go into that little bit of an airy tone. They're clashing so beautifully together and just working so well together when it comes to tonal quality. That is creative. That is creative. Layering rap, because we do this in vocals, of course. You've got a variety that you can arrange with vocals. You can do overlapping vocals. You can do kind of like one is starting the sentence, another one is already finishing the phrase. There's a lot of arrangement systems that you can utilize. But this, I think this might be one of the first times I actually heard like layering rap like this. That was so cool. Such a brilliant idea, actually. It has to be so hard to coordinate. It's quite literally like utilized, because this is done in the vocal arrangements. It's a method that is quite popular, and they put it and like utilize it for the rap. My babies are smart and creative and innovative. It might have been done before, okay? So if you're gonna come for me in my comments like they have done it before, this one have done it before, this is the first time I'm hearing it, okay? Let me be happy about it. Bae looks beautiful this year. Oh my god. Outside of talking about her vocal stuff, like the visuals, killing it this time. So tell me what you're waiting for. Damn, I love when Havon just when Havon. We do love when Havon. Full stop. But at the same time, because she has such a sultry, kind of like a little bit of a grounded voice, the way she knows how to utilize her air properly, when to go with her full tone and when to just really put that huskiness through. Because the more air Havon, with her type of voice, the more air she's going to push through, the more husky it's going to kind of sound, the more kind of little warmth and fuzziness she's gonna get through it, and she knows it. She works so well with it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. I don't care at all. Oh, yeah. Let's light it up, light it up. Oh, yeah. Every minute, every day, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let me replay this part. I just have to praise one thing, that if you look at those, one thing about NMIXX, which is also quite important recently, I would have to kind of give it a better thought, like when it kind of started, but the composition of the song is giving them so much more support. Like the high tones are really like created and composed, and the choice of the words, because the vowel matters, you know, like if you have a very high tone, the vowel that you're singing absolutely matters. The consonant before that absolutely matters on how comfortable it is going to be for you to actually sing that phrase. And they're being so mindful of them being a vocal group and just really trying to accommodate them with those high tones and difficult phrases.
Oh, yeah. I don't care at all.
So going from a little bit of closed space, and you have the opportunity to really open and have it brighter towards the top of that phrase. She has the L's there. Let it up.
Oh, yeah. Every minute, every day, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Love is lonely. That's so pretty.
But I'm happy it's true. 'Cause love is so lonely, love is so lonely without you.
Oh, it's so good to hear Lily's voice like this, because a lot of people are criticizing that she only can belt and she's just doing that basically. Well, that's her position in NMIXX. Like, I think people tend to forget that if you look at other vocal bands like B2B, for example, right? They have positions. They have roles that they fulfill within the band, but when you look at their solo stuff, you can see so much more dimension into them. And that's why, like, NMIXX is a quite young group. They do not have solo projects yet, which I'm so freaking excited when they're going to start to have more solo projects. But when you look at them in the other singing shows, like, you know, like Begin Again, or Lily has her whole shows that she attended with other members. But like, when you look at her outside of the NMIXX, you see her insane versatility. But it's okay to have a position within the group. It's very crucial if you have such a vocally heavy group that people play their role and they play it well. And she is the power belter at the end of the day, you know? But it's interesting that they still incorporated the songs where people still can use a little bit more of their voice. And just like, again, as I said right now, it's really cool to see Lily having this kind of like a vibe in her voice. There was a little pouty. That's the sound that you get when you just get a little bit of a poutiness in the sound. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh. Ooh, that is a beautiful closure. I don't know if the songs are in this order on the album, but Love Is So Lonely, closing this whole thing up. Beautiful. It's making so much sense. So I really do hope that I've gave you enough of samples for you to be really excited for this album, for you to go and check it out. Support, girls, support this insanely amazing talented vocal group that NMIXX actually is. I am very excited about it. I hope they're gonna do very, very well. And if anything else, if you're very new to NMIXX, at least go and definitely check their title song, which is right now out with the whole music video. Just support that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here's the video that YouTube actually recommends for you. And here is the rest of my Korean reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.